Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we've got a match between TLO and Snute here on Blackpink, the latter edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, we've got our professional Zerg player known as TLO from Team Liquid and hailing from Germany. And in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the blue Zerg player, also from Team Liquid. It is Snute. Now, Snute is, I'm going to say, from Norway. This is the part where you either say, dude, why do you always forget where Snute is from? Or, dude, you nailed it. So let's go Snute StarCraft 2. Quick Google on the phone. He is from Norway. Yes, nailed it. Nailed it. I always get it, but it never feels right to me. I always get... no, this is the part where my Scandinavian fans get real upset with me, but I always get... You ready for this? Norway and Finland mixed up. I know, it's terrible in Sweden. Like, it's all blonde people, and it's all way up in the north, and there's lots of snow, and it's cold, and they're all wonderful and friendly, and great places to live, and I probably wouldn't mind living in one of those countries one day, but, yeah, it's just, I can't keep them apart. Somebody give me a way to tell them apart. How do I tell apart Finland and Sweden and Norway, and, I'm forgetting another one up there. Is that it? I think that's it for the Scandinavian nations. Again, this is just me showing typical American ignorance. You're going to get really mad at me. But these are two Team Liquid opponents who have played against each other 400 million times. TLO's been around forever. Snute has also been around forever. So I'm very excited to bring this to you. I haven't done a ZVZ in a while. I know you're thinking, ZVZ, Falcon, what's wrong with you? But what is wrong with me is that ZVZ is a lot of fun. ZVZ, once you get past like the 12-minute stage where either somebody wins with roaches or not, it gets really exciting at that point because you start seeing lurkers, you start seeing the vipers, which are super fantastic. You see ultralisks and queens, and it just gets really fun at that stage. Broodlords can also make an appearance here. Sometimes we get Muta. Actually seen quite a lot of ZVZ Muta versus Muta on Railgun's stream. He's been streaming a lot on the Twitch, and that's actually Muta versus Muta is kind of making a comeback. It was gone for a while. Never really saw those games, but he has some pretty interesting Mutalisk versus Mutalisk battles on the Twitch. But anyway, TLO and Snute both have their own Twitch channels. I know that TLO streams a lot. I'm actually subscribed to him. That's how I got access to this replay. In all reality. And just because I got this from TLO, he sends out losses too, man. He just sends out all of his replays from his streaming sessions. For example, I cast a recent TLO game that I got out of a replay pack that he sent, and he lost the game. So he doesn't care. He doesn't have super ridiculous amounts of pride where he says, I'm not ever going to send my subscribers losses of mine. That would make me look less than human. Or less than immortal, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. And he knows he's a good player, and he's not unbeatable. And nobody's unbeatable. Queen's actually coming off creep here from TLO to take down this Overlord, and the Overlord positioning from TLO allows it to go down. Snute loses it. Zergling's hammering on this third base of TLO's down south of the natural base. Snute is coming up behind this. On the other side of the map, a Queen waddling her way up, and a couple Lings trying to make this thing happen. It's going to save it, but it will put the hatchery into a position where it is injured and very vulnerable to sniping later on here. So Baneling Nest from TLO, either for defensive Banelings or for offensive Banelings here. It looks like he's starting a wall, but you can't really... I mean, this isn't one of those maps where you can wall off and be on 2 base or 3 base. Well, you can be on 2 base, but you can't be on 3 base. I guess what I'm saying is this isn't Backwater. This is Blackpink. Zergling versus Zergling action. They both have the speed at about the same time here. These Banelings are coming up from TLO. Banelings are at the front here from Snute, though. Now here we go. Here is the action. Everybody's so excited for it. And nicely done. Nicely done by TLO, not allowing any of those Banelings to hit anything except for a single Zergling. And Snute's forced to go home. He gets a nice scout off. Doesn't see a lair timing. Doesn't see a second gas. Doesn't see a roach warren or anything like that. So TLO is in macro mode. Making 6. Yeah, he was making 6 drones at one time just a second ago. Third base up for both of these players. It's 40 to 39. Harvester is extraordinarily even when it comes right on down to it. And yeah, we're just kind of, I mean, for all the aggression there, this is still a wall. I guess he's still worried about Ling run bys into his natural, but it does leave his third exceptionally exposed. Again, it's already injured. It is missing 500 of its 1,500 hit points. Banelings are set up to deal with Ling attacks that may run in and try to finish this thing off. So TLO knows what he's doing. Of course he does. Snute is... What are you doing, Snute? Both players are going for the roaches, so we're going to see the roaches here just a little bit. Hopefully it's not a big, crazy long roach war, because those... I don't know what it is. I think it's the slow firing rate of the roach, and it takes so long for a roach to kill a roach. The battles just take forever. And it's hard to tell exactly who's winning until pretty much the end-ish, towards the end. Anyway, you don't have to, oh, the 20 roaches took down the remaining 2 roaches, no problem. Nah, it's usually you can tell sooner than that, but when all things are happening, it's about concaves, it's about upgrades, it's about fungals if you have any infestors in there, and baneling hits possibly too. 4th base coming in for the TLO next to our Up a Tree Botterino 2017 from Up a Tree Zelda. Really fantastic. Fantastic streamer, good guy. Are these? Oh, the Lings got in. I thought there was a wall. Need scouts. Again, the lack of a lair here. Snute's lair is halfway done. Oh, just kidding. TLO's is done at the natural base. Ah, Snute says, there is one there. And he waits till the Lings go to get a Hydralisk den. Probably going to be for the Lurkers. Hydras can be good support in these Roach battles, but I just feel like Lurkers do so much better against Roaches if the Roaches decide to fight where they are. Now, that's the thing, is that Lurkers can't chase. And so you can just kind of zone them out by just choosing to not attack where they are. And most good players have been doing that lately with Lurkers I've seen. Either you're Protoss and you have 10 Immortals and you just crush right through them. Quick pause. I gotta hang some laundry. TLO goes to hang some laundry in the middle of this streaming session in this game against Snute. That's hilarious. I love TLO so much. I really do. Just dating back to the Wings of Liberty days when he was Terran and he was making weird builds that everybody started to copy because they were working, and then he switched to Zerg. And I mean, it was in Heart of the Swarm that he switched to Zerg, so it's not exactly when, you know, the current state of Zerg, where everybody feels like Zerg definitely has the upper hand on the other 2 races. He's been playing Zerg since they were okay, but they weren't fantastic. I wouldn't say they were the best race. Terran, back when he switched, I'd say Terran was better than Zerg at that point in the game. Just 3-base Terran was just absolutely terrifying. Polt developed a 3-base, not really a timing attack, but just a 3-base scenario where he had enough production and enough workers to just endlessly stream upgraded Marines, Marauders, and Medevacs across the map, and it's really hard to stop, is what it was. Nidus on the way from TLO. Snute's getting Glial Reconstitution. Both players are getting +2 missile attack. Overlord scouting. So Overlord scouting for TLO. Actually, it's an Overseer. Throws down the Contaminate on the Evolution Chamber to actually slow down the +1 armor upgrade that Snute's going for. That's interesting. It doesn't slow it down a whole lot, but these battles often come down to who has +1, and who only has +1/+0. And if that's the case, we're in trouble. Miss Majamech hanging out, hovering around. Mechanical hover. What is hover? Is that like a type of bot? Type of critter? Where's the Upper Tree Botterino? Is that hover too? I think that's hover too. Burrow move from Snute. All right, so we're going to see some Nidus play, probably with some Lurkers too out of TLO, where it's going to be Roach Ravager with Burrow move. Oh, Overseer dies to the Ravager attack. Zooming out just a little bit here. Got Hydras, got Roaches, got Ravagers. The Hydras, if they can avoid getting hit, they're going to be pretty darn scary. Creep Tumor taken down. Sees that very, very nicely. Does the Snute, and we're just dancing. We're just dancing here. TLO coming from the backside, trying to do a flank attack, trying to avoid Corsobiles at the same time. How are the upgrades here? +1/+1 and +1/+0 on the Snute. See, it slowed him down. The upgrades are not as good, but he doesn't actually care. He's going for it. This is a humongous battle for this stage of the game. And who's going to hold this thing? TLO, the Hydras are doing a lot of work. Look at him stutter stepping forward with the Hydras. Wow. Upgrades, big deal here. The ground upgrade is almost done for Snute, but look, all that's left here are some Hydras for TLO. They are the glass cannons. They can't tank, but they will do a ton of damage, but if they're getting hit, they'll disappear extremely quickly. Enough Roaches here for TLO, though, to chase it out. That Contaminate was huge. That Contaminate, I think, won that battle for TLO. Look how close it was. Look how close it was between these two players, and I think it's mainly because Snute did not have +1 armor for the vast majority of that battle. The Burrow Roach not doing anything. Overseer is out. Just kind of hanging out here. Roaches, I mean, I guess you could... They're trying to get rid of static defense. That's fine, I suppose. 4 crawlers up. Detection is here, man. And can you get out? Ah, 3 other Roaches do manage to get out here. Snute continuing to push up. Overlords, what the heck is this rally from TLO? Did he accidentally rally Overlords over to that location? Because it seems kind of dangerous to have all your slow Overlords in one place. If we get some kind of a Mutalisk transition, it's going to be real bad for you. Super bad. Spinecrawler popping up for TLO at his 4th base location. 4th is done for Snute. 5th base is on the way for him. Trying to keep up. Yeah, this Burrow Roach thing is fun, but it's not going to do anything for Snute. I think it's killed maybe a drone. Maybe it's killed a drone. As TLO has lost 4 drones. Could be. Battle coming into this third base again. This time we're +2/+1 and +2/+1. They are even on that side. Snute does have 190 to 181 supply here, but the Hydra is generating a lot of DPS. The Ravagers too, pretty good here, but mostly in the form of Corrosive Bile, which can be dodged, whereas Hydra shots can't be dodged. If they hit, they hit. And look at this, it can take down Overlords too. Supply blocking Snute momentarily, 199 to 192. Available supply, which is not really what you want to see here. Hydra's chasing Overlords around, further supply blocking the Snute, which hurts a lot, although he's basically maxed out, so it's not like he really needs that supply. Ooh, the Hydras are taking some Corrosive Vials on the top of their heads right now. Oh, did I just... And the Hydras continue to fight on in here. Reinforcements coming in from the left side. They are Roaches from Liquid. Snute, Roach versus Hydra. Again, not that great, but again, Snute does have a lot of Roaches, and TLO does have some Roaches to tank. Hydra's standing on in. Let's see who's going to win this fight, you guys. Changelings being thrown down, and it looks like Snute is going to clean this up thanks to some reinforcements from across the map. Creep spread is just about to Snute's 5th base. Creep spread is so important in ZVZ. All right, so 5th base of Snute, taken a little bit too early possibly, but that fight was so close, it's very hard to know. Lurker Den coming out from Snute. 5th base goes down. And Snute pulling back to his 4th, saying, okay, that did not go super well. It was not great for me, but I do have some static defense here. Got some Ravagers. Got some of them Roaches just kind of hanging out. And TLO decides, job well done. Job well done. Time to pull back home, and everything will be just fine in the end. Yeah, that Lurker Den. Lurker Den on the way. Where all the tech is, actually. So if Snute had a mind to scout this, which... he does not have a mind to scout it because he has not scouted it yet. He might eventually get there. Boom. 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 Bum. 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 Oh, not there yet. Dang it. All right, so 5th base on the way here for TLO. Hatch coming up. Snute's remaxed, effectively. He's at 191 supply. Snute is at 198, but really, effectively, in ZVZ, that means you are maxed out. You can get that additional supply to 200 if you want to pretty darn quickly. Roaches with the +2/+2 against the Roaches with the +2/+2. So Roach Ravager here. Small attack heading up north from Snute, but big attack coming down this way from the TLO. Oh, where is Snute going? It's a trick! It's a trick. Small battle up north, but guess who's coming around this way? TLO, are you trying to replant that 5th? No. No, you are not, but okay, the army for Snute came back just in time to see this happening. And it's a nice flank. The battle here, though, it can't really micro in 2 places at once most of the time, and Snute does win that one. Big battle at the 4th happening right now, though. Corrosive Bile is getting some decent hits, and Corrosive Bile, again, is extra damage. It feels like to Hydra just because their HP is so low. Their health pool is just not fantastic. Still actually pushing a little bit here is Snute. And in this 4th base, there's only 2 queens defending, though. That's not good. That is real bad. 20 Roaches on the way for Snute. These guys are just, they take down the spine crawler. Oh, both players are going to lose their 4ths here simultaneously. I want to say, is anything going to save it? The defensive reinforcements from TLO might actually be enough here. How are the upgrades looking? Still the +2/+2. And yes, actually saving his own 4th base is Snute. So both players take some damage to their 4th, but reinforcements and defender's advantage are enough to make it okay in the end. So that was scary. That was real scary for both those players, but yeah, a lot of close battles. Lots of close battles here, you guys. Sheesh. Roaches. Again, this is the Roach Ravager stuff I was talking about, you guys. It's just a lot of the Roach and the Ravager. Had some real close battles, though. Some close battles at bases. Bases have taken hits here, too. Corrosive Bile have just been thrown exceptionally well by Snute. I've seen more connections on Corrosive Bile in this ZVZ than I have in a long time. Corrosive Bile down, down, down. And TLO decides to head on back home. His 5th base is up, ladies and gents. Got his 5th up. Snute looks like he's kind of scouting potential locations to get his 5th base back up, but he's not there yet. Boom, boom, boom. Overseer. Flying, flying, flying. Look at this scout. Oh, contaminate on a hatchery, I guess, for producing larvae? Yeah, producing larvae and making queens. I guess it does stop that from happening. Lurker Den, a little bit late from TLO, but he's got it. It's on the way, and I think he'll have it by the time he needs it. Snute, again, is playing pretty darn passively. These Hydra groups, though, goodbye. Overlords, yeah, +2/+2, man. 14 damage per shot, weapon speed 0.54. Hydra DPS is no joke. It's really no joke. Hits hard, hits fast. It's just they don't have much health, and that's the balance, right? Same with Marines. They hit hard and fast, but they don't have a lot of HP. Plus, they're tier 1 units, and they only cost minerals. 5th base coming up from Snute, just north of his 3rd now. And we're just Overlord hunting. That's all TLO's doing. Just trying to go for the Overlord hunt. Heading down this right side. Find some burrow roaches by Snute. Says, nope. No. You leave my 5th base alone. I'm going to catch you out of position, and I'm going to kill you. TLO, I don't know, a little bit outnumbered in this position, though. Snute coming in, big old army. Ravagers on Snute's side of things, though. Pow, pow, pow. Ah, the roaches came up to Snute's 5th, though. TLO is doing such good misdirection this game. He's really forcing Snute to react to things in ways and then sending smaller groups to do good stuff. Really good stuff. 20 drones have gone down for TLO, 24 for the Snute. Resources lost, 22,000 for TLO and 23,000 for Snute. This is just edge of your seat. Very, very close ZVZ action is what it is. I don't know if you want to come back up that ramp, Snute. That seems like a real bad idea. Where do these roaches come from? Oh, TLO gonna finish off Snute's 4th base. Can he get it? Yes! He gets it. Nicely done. Nicely done. Also some roaches and hiders up here at Snute's 3rd base even. TLO's been everywhere in this game. Everywhere in this game. I want to say that Snute's ranked higher in Aligulac, right? He's just considered a better player, but TLO's kind of outplaying him right now. All right, a couple Overlords for TLO. Whoa, what the? They survived a lot of hits. I guess they have speed. They could dodge a little bit faster. A little bit faster. 16 spines on the way from TLO. What is going on? He's making 16 spine crawlers. Okay, Lurkers. Whoa, I guess he was buying time for Lurkers is what he was doing. His army wasn't as big. He's buying time for Lurkers, getting spines up in defensive positions so that Burrow Roach can't kill him. Right? So that Burrow Roach cannot kill him. Huge battle in the middle of the map. This is just going nuts, you guys. These guys really are playing very, very hard. They want to play this game. APM. What the 1800 APM for? How does he do this? TLO, your APM's this weird. 450 for Snute seems reasonable. 639 on average for TLO is just crazy pants. I don't know how he does this. Somebody might have explained it to me once, but spine crawlers, just stabbing away. Static defense, as the game goes on, does get less effective because they don't benefit from upgrades. But just dancing around. Oh, Snute is going to lose his new 5th base, where he replanted from the one that he lost previously. Not great, man. Not great at all. I really think the static defense is kind of nice. Lurker burrowing in. There are overseers, but you don't want to attack into that if you can help it. Again, even if you can see them, it's not really something that y'all want to do. Roaches at Snute's 4th base. This is just, I think Snute needs to win here. He's just lost so much stuff. 36 drones have gone down. Okay, so eye for an eye right now. Snute going to try to get rid of this 5th base location for TLO. Actually, doesn't even really bother to do it at all. Lurker's burrowing, trying to catch these guys on in. Corrosive Biles landing all over the place. The 4th base. Snute's down to 3 bases, you guys. This is real bad for him. Super, super bad. Corrosive Biles against Ravager, actually pretty fan, or not Ravager, against Lurker. Pretty great, though. Pretty darn great. All right, just walking up, stutter stepping his way, trying to catch these Lurkers out of the ground. They don't have the digging claws here, but look at this battle. Snute backed into a corner a little bit. Corrosive Biles hitting all over the place. Nice Hydra Ravager group on the south side of the map from the TLO. Can he win this thing with a reinforcing unit? Snute is forced to retreat, but I don't know where he's going. I don't know where he's going is the thing. It's 103 to 139 supply. TLO has the lead. This is a bit of a last stand out of Snute. He isn't re-expanding. He needs to win a battle. He needs to crush Snute or TLO's army, but I just don't see that happening is the thing, and that's the good game. Snute taps out, and TLO was victorious in 19 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, what a ZVZ. See, they're fun. They're fun if they go past a certain point. Lurkers, Hydras for TLO making it happen. I really think the static defense was big, too. It was big. I mean, Snute should have killed this base. I think the spine crawlers bought enough time to where he didn't do it. Upgrades were pretty much the same, but the ability to kill bases, right? 4 hatcheries lost by Snute. 4. TLO did not lose a single one in this game. Otherwise, it's pretty even. About 37,000 lost for TLO. And about 36. No, that's 37. That is 37 for Snute. as well. So the battles maybe were very even, but just killing workers. 36 drones went down for Snute, 20 went down for TLO, and killing bases was enough, and TLO's your winner. Hoorah! All right, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.